It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they want to come out of the gate strong tonight. We've heard them talk about establishing the upper hand right away, not sitting back and playing it safe in the early stages. And guys, you think about it, in a lot of ways, the San Antonio Spurs are the league's model franchise. Despite the small market, relative lack of media attention, all they do, Shaq, is
win, 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 no matter what. You look at the coaches and executives that got hired away from San Antonio area. The Spurs organization is like a tree whose branches are spreading throughout the league, and the chlorophyll is just igniting all the other teams and all the other GMs to just flow.
That's a magical analogy.
Like a flowers.
It's magical the way you described that.
Thank you.
I'm not feeling that. That's a copycat league. They got to stop doing that. There's other people that could do a good job other than Spurs. Not saying the Spurs don't do a good job.
So you don't like the Spurs?
No, I don't like them being copycat and everyone wants to be exactly like them.
We're blossoming.
You know, they win 50-plus games every year, but you don't have to copycat.
Really, it's like this.
Ernie, you see this cup?
Yes.
Watch when I pour water in here what happens. You see how the plant just blossoms? And it's keep growing.
It's like Shaq and the Beanstalk.
Shaq and the Beanstalk. And stop. I want it to stop right there. You see that? I'll just move it right over here. See that little flower?
Oh.
That's what the Spurs are.
It provides a nice touch for the set
yes,
here.
Thank you.
It really
Appreciate
does.
it.
There's other teams that do
Kenny doesn't want to play this game. Kenny is not impressed.
You're not impressed by the chlorophyll?
I'm impressed by the magic show you just put on, but I'm not impressed by everybody has to get a Spur guy.
There are only so many to go around.
I'll tell you.
Kevin Harlan, you got the call.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We're at the sold-out arena in San Antonio, Texas. It'll be the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors facing the Spurs. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Hey, Kevin, you hear a lot about the chemistry on this Warriors team. Now, one thing that they do is after a road game, if they have the next day off, they stay in that city and they have a team dinner. Steph Curry said, instead of going our separate ways, we enjoy each other's company. It helps build the camaraderie that you need to be successful. Kevin?
And thanks, David. Relationships come before anything else. Clearly, these guys like each other off the court as well. And Doris, over the past few years, the Pacific Division, a case of the haves and the have-nots. Talk about what you're seeing out there.
Well, clearly the Golden State Warriors have set themselves up not only for success in this past several years, maybe as unprecedented a run as we have seen, but also they're set up for the next decade as long as they continue to have solid management. What I'm curious about are the two Los Angeles teams. The Clippers have had a measure of success, but can they get themselves over the top with the market and the great owner that they have? The Los Angeles Lakers for a very long time owned the city of LA. What is on the horizon for them with some of their young pieces? And the Suns and the Kings, will we start to see them make some inroads up the standings in the West? Can't wait to see.
Terrific analysis. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. And it's Pachulia in at the 5 spot.
hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Pachulia with the screen on Green. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Spurs shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot.
Listen, the Warriors are an incredible offensive juggernaut, but the reality is this team has been a championship caliber team because of their defense. The versatility of Draymond Green helps contribute to a team that led the league in opponents' field goal percentage and led the league last season in blocks and steals. Truly incredible on that end. Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Gasol. They grab their own miss. Outside, Green. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Green's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Anderson against Durant. Baseline jumper. The second chance effort, Aldridge. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Picked by Pachulia. Durant the pass to Thompson. Pachulia with the screen on Green. Green the screen. Green against Durant. Just 5 on the clock. And Green with the basket on the assist by Durant.
Wow, we're accustomed to seeing Draymond Green make the pass, but how about that catch-and-shoot delivery? Nice.
Pass to Green. Gasol, a screen on Thompson. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Curry. Here's Durant. Over Anderson. Durant. That's good. Durant's got his first basket of the night.
Well, Kev, we know that Kevin Durant can score at all 3 levels, right there doing work in the mid-range.
On the wing, Green. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Green, the screen. Pass to Thompson. Green with a screen for Thompson. Durant against Anderson. Durant, no good. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 14-5 run. Dishes to Aldridge. Spurs passing it around. Offensive rebound. Gasol kicks to Green. Aldridge a screen. Green with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Gasol a screen on Green. Here's the floater. Mills can't hit. Warriors trail by 9. And here is Durant. Stolen by Anderson. The shot off that time, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here is Durant. On the wing, Thompson. He dishes it to Curry. Floats one up. The rebound by Anderson. San Antonio leading by 9. And the pass to Mills. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Gasol. Here's Green. Drains the 19-footer. Green's got 7 points.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. You look at the influences and former coaches of Steve Kerr, and it's easy to see why Kerr has been a success as a coach.
Well, I think if you look about how this man goes about his business, it's important to recognize he played for Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich, and certainly takes advantage of the wisdom he learned from 2 of the all-time greats. Think back to his college coach, Lute Olson. So much of his offensive approach with the fast pace and the discipline came from Lute. It's so smart to take a little bit from each one of the mentors and the guys you've played for.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Shooting 1.
The free throw drops for Durant. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And LaMarcus Aldridge really possesses tremendous shooting touch when you consider this guy's basically a 7-footer, and he's increasing that range. Last season, up over 40% from 3.
He doesn't get the second one. And Aldridge doesn't shoot a ton of threes, yet he still earns his keep in that mid-range.
Yeah, on that left block, back to the basket, and with his size, that turnaround, Jay, is just about unstoppable.
Now Anderson, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. The fader uses the glass that time, and it's good. 9 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Man, hard to believe. Already, they're staring at a double-digit lead, and we've just gotten started.
Boy, they have come out strong. They've controlled the pace, asserted their will. Wow.
Now here's Durant. He has 5. Mills with the steal. Anderson with the ball. The dish to Mills. Right side Aldridge. And the officials call a traveling violation. San Antonio making a switch here. Gay's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Warriors trail by 11. And Thompson kicks to Green. Curry on the wing. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Mills kicks to Gay. Spurs working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. No good that time. And Golden State will come the other way. Durant against Gay. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Boy, think about last season for Kevin Durant, guys. He was putting up yet another MVP-type season before that knee injury made him miss extended time. But then he comes back, and he's the MVP of the NBA Finals. I think he'd make that trade, guys.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That free throw good from Durant. And for Durant last season was filled with so much scrutiny for his decision to leave Oklahoma City, go to Golden State. Still, he was having an elite year with his offense before that knee issue.
Well, there was so much talk about where Kevin Durant chose to play that people tended to forget a few things. This is one of the most dangerous and consistent scorers we've ever seen in the NBA, and he will find a way to blend his skill in with any team.
Doris, we're always talking about players developing their skill sets. What do you think is the hardest skill to develop as a broadcaster?
I think for me, the hardest skill to learn was to learn how to relax, to have fun, to not be anything but your most authentic self, because I think the viewer picks up on it if you're forcing things, if you're trying to be another broadcaster that perhaps you like to emulate. So I'd say that was the hardest thing.
I always say broadcasting a basketball game is like a running conversation between two people because there's so much scoring, and the rhythm and the flow of the game just lend itself to that.
At its best, you're 100% correct.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Passes to Murray. Takes the 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Aldridge against Durant. Over Aldridge. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Murray kicks to Gasol. Ginobili outside. In the corner, Murray with it. Misses the 3. Warriors trail by 7. Iguodala outside. Kicks it to Livingston. Outside Durant. They get the rebound. San Antonio leading by 7. The feed to Murray. To the paint, stolen by Durant. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. It's deflected.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
Murray dishes to Gasol. They set the pick. And here's Gay outside. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Warriors trail by 7. And Curry has it in the corner. Down low. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, scorer, distributor, it does not matter. Steph Curry is a monster. What a pass there.
Murray with it. Guarded now by Durant. Aldridge inside. Curry meets him. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Davis Bertans checks in for Pau Gasol. Golden State also making some changes. West comes in for Kevin Durant. And McCaw is subbed in for Steph Curry. .151 left to play here in the first. Ginobili. That's good.
And how about that lefty stroke there from Ginobili? It is a thing of beauty. He is dialed in from deep.
West outside. Shoots from 8. Got a piece of it. 1:24 left in the first. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. Aldridge a screen. Here Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Livingston. Just 4 to shoot. No good off the front iron. Warriors trail by 8. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. McGee is screen on Gay. Livingston passes to McGee, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Warriors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That's good from McGee. And the Spurs, Greg, one of the best defensive teams in the league for 2 seasons running.
And it's really all about execution. They seem to just move in concert and stay connected. No silly fouls. And with their length, nothing easy inside.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Spurs leading by 7. Gay with it. West picks him up. Gay dishes to Murray. Aldridge a screen. Ginobili kicks to Gay. Over Iguodala. Gay misses.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Well, Kev, you love the determined nature of Andre Iguodala. Even when he gets bodied, he's willing to power through it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Paul's checked in for San Antonio. The free throw drops for Iguodala.
Well, I think the veteran and championship experience of Andre Iguodala is critical. This guy is a versatile forward who is well known for being a defensive stopper.
Now Murray. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Paul passes to Aldridge. Shoots over McGee. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for the San Antonio Spurs. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Voila. 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 Yeah. Voila.
And the San Antonio Spurs have really popularized that unselfish offensive style of play. Manu Ginobili talked about their Spurs approach.
Attack and find the open teammate, not try to solve problems by ourselves. It's something that we've never done, and every time we did it, it's not us.
There's a lot to be said for knowing, Greg, who you are and what your game plan is, and there may be no other team that gets that better than the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, it helps to have that core of Manu and Tony there as the foundation and coaches on the floor for each new wave of players that have come through this Spurs organization.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
Well, I don't think the defense has been very good. And right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second chance opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Rudy Gay, Murray out there with Paul. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Bertsinus in at the power forward position. Bell is checked in for JaVale McGee. San Antonio leading by 7. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. Here's Iguodala following the three-pointer by San Antonio.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
The free throw drops for Iguodala. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
And Iguodala drops them both. Spurs leading by 8. Now here's Murray. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Aldridge. Good D by Bell. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That's foul number 2 for him. San Antonio making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Warriors trail by 8. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. They set the screen. Shot's good from West.
And West, a knockdown mid-range shooter. You just assume it's going in whenever it leaves his hands.
And Anderson kicks to Paul. Wide open look here for Murray. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Spurs lead by 9.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Iguodala kicks to Bell. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Feeds it to Iguodala. Pass to Livingston. Pick by West. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Iguodala. Tries again. West can't hit.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Here's Bertans. He's covered by Iguodala. Anderson the screen. And here is Murray. There's the pick. Three-pointer. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Here's McCall. Defended by Paul. No good from McCaw.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Murray kicks to Paul. Pass to Bertans. Inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on David West.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Well, you look back in the last 3 seasons of the Golden State Warriors, just an incredible run and record in every season. Some, in fact, Doris, are the best basketball the NBA has ever seen.
I think, Kev, we're going to look back at these Warriors teams and feel like we're lucky to have been able to see it live. How about 67, 73, and 67 wins the last 3 years? They have been the team to beat in all of those seasons. Such a special run.
That one misses for Anderson. Warriors trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Green passes to McCaw. Thompson with it. Now Green defending. And Thompson kicks to Livingston. Shoots over Mills. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Spurs leading by 11. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Doris, we've heard plenty of coaches say it. If you're going to take it to the rack, man, take it strong. Who would you say are some of the more aggressive dunkers that you see in the NBA now?
Yeah, so on his own, creating his own opportunities at the rim, Russell Westbrook comes to mind, LeBron James. Sometimes I feel like he's going to tear the backboard from the stanchion. DeAndre Jordan and Andre Drummond sometimes are the recipients of either offensive rebounding, putback, great dunks. There are so many, Kev, but those are just a couple of names that pop.
And the Antetokounmpo kid in Milwaukee, the way he is so long and seemingly out of place, and then all of a sudden those arms extend another 3 feet and he dunks it. You go, what? How in the world did he reach it? How did he do that?
The guy is like, he's a pterodactyl. The guy can take off from the top of the key and cover ground and throw it down. It's unbelievable.
Oof, man. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's McCall. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Timeout called the Warriors.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
On defense, San Antonio. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Green, the screen. McCaw kicks to Green. Shot clock at 5. The offensive rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Pachulia is rugged on the interior, really putting the defense in a tough spot where they have to foul him.
Well, you wouldn't think about it with the position he plays, but, you know, Doris Pachulia is an underrated playmaker, very knowledgeable about how to space the floor, and also can drop a perfect pass to a cutter if you let him.
Well, he's the near-perfect teammate because he always understands the role that you want him to play. High IQ, he sees the floor, and he's very unselfish, Kev. He likes to make that extra pass.
Gentlemen.
And the first one at the line is good.
I tell you, Kev, Pachulia just one of those guys you love having on your team. He works incredibly hard, but plays with a real edge.
And Pachulia drops them both. The Spurs offense, one of the most efficient in the NBA. It's all predicated, Greg, on motion.
And it's ball movement and player movement. They kind of want to warp the defense and force mistakes, and that's when they strike.
Now here's Paul. Aldridge a screen. Paul, no one around him. Misses with the tough leaning jump shot. Outside, Green. Looking for Pachulia. He gets it there, and it's good for 2. Pachulia's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. Aldridge a screen. Here's Mills. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Green, no luck. Spurs leading by 11. Outside, Green. Aldridge a screen. Mills dishes to Paul. Aldridge against Pachulia. The drive by Aldridge. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe.
The Spurs have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Paul. Durant's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston.
One shot.
And Aldridge no good on that one.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
Klay Thompson is an elite scorer, and a defender can be in his grill and holding his jersey. It matters not.
Aldridge a screen. Gasol with it. Now guarded by Pachulia. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Spurs lead by 13. And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is what they purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
Now Green after the missed three from Stephen Curry.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
And Danny Green, undrafted out of North Carolina. He's been a linchpin of the Spurs' great defense over his career.
You know, 6'6" with that 6'10" wingspan. This is a guy that can block shots like a big man, guards three positions, and one of the guys that we call the prototype when you talk about that 3 and D wing player.
And he makes the first. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And he can't hit the second. Doris, with so many one-and-dones entering the NBA, do you think expectations are too high for these guys, especially from the fans?
I don't, Kevin. I think it depends on the talent that we're talking about. You know, I know Joel Embiid is a guy who didn't necessarily start right away, but when he was finally able to be healthy, it certainly didn't take him long to become a factor on the NBA level. No, I don't think the expectations are too high. I think these guys are accustomed to expectations, and frankly, their personal expectations are probably higher than ours.
I mean, look at the elite of these high school kids have been playing like in front of big crowds on a big stage for so long. It's second nature to them, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Stephen Curry. Spurs have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Gasol setting the pick for Ginobili. Mills in the corner. There's the three. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. Picked by Pachulia. Outside Curry. For the three. But they recover it. Green, the pass to Thompson. Picked by Pachulia. From the arc. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Stephen Curry.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Curry. And Mills kicks to Gasol. Shoots. That one a little long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Dishes to Thompson. Green, the screen. The pass to Durant. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Ginobili.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Curry with it. He's got 6. Now Pachulia. Outside Durant for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Gasol's got his third rebound on the night. Mills dishes to Ginobili. Anderson the screen. Ginobili kicks to Mills. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Mills has got 5 points in the quarter.
And that unpredictable nature of Ginobili, it can be frustrating for the defense, especially when he's cutting them to pieces with his passing.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
And I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
And the Spurs making a change here. Gay's checked in. JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Now here's Curry. 6 to shoot. Another shot. Anderson with the block.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
Over Green. Anderson's shot is off.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all. Yeah, boy, it never gets old watching this guy go to work at the offensive end. He's so gifted.
And Mills kicks to Ginobili. Goes up the baseline, buries the jump shot.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
To the middle, and it's McGee with the jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Green, the screen. And McGee kicks to Durant. Mills with the steal. 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Gay outside. 6 to shoot. Green against Anderson. No good that time.
If he were shooting a bit better tonight, they'd be much further ahead in the scoreboard.
And that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Mills passes to Gay. From deep, Gasol. The shot comes out. And so that brings the first half to a close. Spurs lead by 11. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the key to having such a strong first half?
We played good D.
That was 4 words. Thanks, Pop. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. LaMarcus Aldridge was the story in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Well, one thing that stands out is how few turnovers they had. The offense looked in control. They were making nice passes, moving the ball, setting screens. The confidence just seemed to build, and the lead did too. They're a very steady team, keeping those turnovers down. That's the big factor.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
A time-lapse view of the Friendship Torch and all the activity around it as we take you back here to downtown San Antonio. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And the Warriors with possession here. They trail by 11. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters at the 2 and the 3. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Curry in at the 1.
Well, Draymond Green works hard to be a consistent threat from the perimeter. He understands he's the most likely guy to be left open.
Now here's Green to the inside. Pachulia with the steal. And here we go with Green. Nobody back. Finished off the break. Green's got 8 points.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs have never been the flashy team in the NBA. Tony Parker said beautiful basketball is playing the right way. Ball movement, pure, beautiful basketball is the way we've played. You have all sorts of fans, and there should be something for everybody. Kevin, he told me a long time ago, if we were in New York, people would love us.
And during Popovich's time in San Antonio, the Spurs have always played together, D.A. Got to respect their team-first approach to the game. Clock at 4. With the shot. Mills with the rebound.
Boy, that's just the kind of tight defense you need to play on him. Any kind of room at all, and he'll bury it.
Anderson, a screen on Durant. And Mills kicks to Anderson. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Aldridge inside, guarded by Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
For San Antonio, they have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9. And the first one at the line is good.
And the Spurs last season, how about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons except the strike-shortened one in '99.
And so he makes both from the line. And, Greg, for the Spurs, they're so competitive. It's inevitable. They just win year after year.
Yeah, but that big 3 of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, the all-time winningest trio in the history of our league, had a lot to do with it. And as that era comes to an end, they're doing a terrific job of just picking up new star talent without skipping a beat.
Now, here's Mills. He's covered closely. He feeds it to Gasol. Anderson against Durant. It's Anderson with the drive. Durant with some nice D.
My goodness, get right in his grill and force him to alter the shot. That's tough defense in the post.
And the basket by Curry.
Boy, the ability to pull the trigger so quickly. Steph Curry doesn't even appear to set himself. If it's a clean catch, he's getting that shot off.
Now here's Mills. 8 points for him. Aldridge with a screen on Green. Green with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Green missing.
And defensively moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Spurs leading by 4. Aldridge with a screen on Green. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. One more and he's done.
Paul's checked in for the Spurs. DeJounte Murray comes in for Patty Mills. The Warriors also with a sub, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Murray kicks to Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge dishes to Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, and it doesn't take a whole lot of effort for Gasol to dunk it home. At 7 feet tall, he uses his height to power home those jams.
Now, here's Thompson. It's tipped. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics.
Mind the lanes.
I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Well, think about Klay Thompson. He's basketball royalty. His dad, of course, Michael, the #1 overall pick in 1978. He was a great player, an NBA champion, incredible lineage.
Now here's Paul. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Paul. And that's 15 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in, Kevin.
Thompson with it. He's picked up by Paul. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one. Paul kicks to Murray. Outside, Green. Iguodala against Aldridge. Gasol's in the post. He's got 9. Excellent D there from Pachulia. Now here's Curry. He's covered by Murray. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Two shots.
That's good from Stephen Curry. And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in 1 quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end a game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the 4th quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
Murray kicks to Aldridge. And David West gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Now here's Murray. Outside, Green. He kicks it to Aldridge. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's going to be on David West.
Yeah, the defender all over him. And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than the max. That enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster.
The first one falls.
And the Warriors not just re-signing their own free agents, they went out and got some other guys. Omri Caspi and Swaggy P. Hard to believe, but they might be even better than last year.
He hits both from the stripe.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
There's the pick. Iguodala kicks to Bell. Pick by West. Here's McCaw. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. One of the steals of the draft last season might have been Patrick McCaw, the former UNLV player, Doris. Fit right in with what the Warriors were trying to do on the floor, and he saw a good amount of rotation minutes.
Well, McCaw proved he was ready to play early in his NBA career. There's no doubt about that. He's got incredible range shooting the basketball. He's also very rangy with how he defends. So much to like about this guy's game.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Loose shots.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Spurs leading by 4. And here is Murray. He dishes it to Gasol. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on David West.
And the wherewithal from Gasol there, nailing the shot despite the tough defense all over.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw drops for Gasol.
And Pau Gasol, one of the most skilled 7-footers this league has ever seen. Whether it's the low post, high post, flaring off picks, you want the ball in his hands.
Now here's West. The dish now to Livingston. Pick by West. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Murray. Kicks it to Gasol. Aldridge dishes to Murray. Misses the layup. And Pau Gasol, a very good perimeter shooter, starting to stretch his range out beyond that three-point arc.
Yeah, his face-up game is becoming more and more prominent. Working from that elbow, he's become more of a triple threat. He can shoot it, drive it, and pass at a high level.
Here's Gasol, following the score by Golden State. Green, the pass to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Iguodala outside. There's the feed to Livingston. Bell up on top. There's the screen. Back to Livingston. Lets a floater go. The rebound by the Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. Murray kicks to Green. Pass to Murray. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. Paul dishes to Green. Over Bell. San Antonio again missing. Warriors trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here is Livingston, looking for his first basket still in this one. A 3-ball. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Livingston with it. Timeout called the Warriors. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Gay comes in for Danny Green, and it's Ginobili in for Paul. Golden State also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bell, and it's Thompson in for McCaw. Livingston, that's good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Aldridge a screen. Now Murray. He has 5. Feeds to Aldridge. The shot's good. Aldridge has got 8 here in the quarter.
And now this game is becoming a showcase for Aldridge. He's been out of control. A one-man team. Now it's just a matter of getting him the ball and getting out of his way.
Now here's Thompson. He has 5. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Thompson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The defense getting a little lazy there. You can't give him those shots. He'll make you pay every time.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Ginobili outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Ginobili. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. Ginobili's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
Now here's Livingston. Pass to Thompson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Thompson's got 9 points.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Ginobili kicks to Murray. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
I tell you, there are players who can get thrown off when they're that wide open, but this guy keeps his cool and doesn't rush it.
Now here's Iguodala. 7 points in the game. Dishes to Thompson. Over Ginobili. No good off the back of the rim. San Antonio leading by 8. And the pass to Murray. He feeds it to Aldridge. From 11 feet away. And another basket for San Antonio.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Off the screen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. You think of Klay Thompson and you think of his great shooting ability. But Doris, he is just as impactful on the other side of the ball.
Well, to me, Kevin, he is one of the elite two-way players in the game because though he doesn't get a ton of steals or blocks, when it comes to guarding the James Hardens or the Russell Westbrooks, Klay always draws that assignment and does an incredible job.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And then for Golden State, Draymond Green, he's checked in for West. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. San Antonio leading by 8. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Rudy Gay on the wing. Over Durant. Gay misses. Golden State's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. For 3, Durant. Good work defensively by Ginobili.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Aldridge a screen. Mills in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 4 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 11. Outside Curry. He kicks to Thompson. Over Ginobili. And the Warriors miss again. San Antonio's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Mills dishes to Aldridge. Back to Mills. Aldridge a screen. Mills with it. Working on Green. Mills can't hit. Green passes to Curry. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
That's Steve Kerr. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Mills and Manu at the guards. Anderson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Gay in at the 3 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. Warriors trail by 9. Curry kicks to Pachulia. Now here's Curry, covered by Mills. Curry, good.
Boy, he is such a smooth finisher inside. Steph Curry's touch around the basket is unreal.
Anderson the screen. Mills dishes to Gay. Over Durant. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Mills. Mills has got 3 assists in the game. And here is Curry. Outside, Green. They set the pick. Pick by Pachulia. The drive by Green. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gay outside. Aldridge kicks to Anderson. Aldridge a screen. Here's the teardrop. And he lays it up and in. And now an 11-point Spurs lead.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Spurs shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Aldridge a screen. Kicks it out to Gay. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. In deep. Aldridge drops it in. Aldridge has got 23 points.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Now here's Durant over Gay. And the shot is long. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Aldridge a screen. Mills passes to Ginobili. Anderson outside. Down low. Aldridge with it. Outguarded by Pachulia. Aldridge can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 11. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Thompson. Outside Durant. From deep, Green drains the three-pointer.
Boy, in the second half, just hitting a much higher percentage of his shots. Really looks composed now.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Aldridge a screen. Mills dishes to Aldridge. Curry with the steal. Outside, Green. Outside, Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Pachulia, good. Spurs leading by 6. And Mills kicks to Anderson. At the top of the key, Gay. Here's Mills. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. It's Curry outside. That one's not going to go. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Mills kicks to Anderson. Aldridge against Green. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. Off target from three-point range. At the elbow, Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. What can you say about the playmaking ability of Draymond Green? He has evolved, Doris, into a point forward for one of the most high-powered offenses in NBA history.
Right, Draymond Green makes this system work. He's got tremendous vision. He can handle the basketball, can create for his teammates, and most importantly, he's an unselfish guy who wants his teammates to score.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And guys, it is so rare to see a player like Draymond Green who can legitimately guard 1 through 5, right? This guy moves so well, anticipates every play on the floor. He is just so disruptive and can shut down a player on any given night.
Pau Gasol's checked in for San Antonio. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And the second free throw, good. And you think, Doris, about the impact of Draymond Green, and he has had on that defensive end, again, Defensive Player of the Year last season in the NBA. Beyond the triple-doubles without any points, he can just erase chances in crunch time.
I would say he is about the last guy you want to go at when the game is hanging in the balance, because his defense raises its level when the game is going to be determined. I think he might have another Player of the Year on the defensive end in his tool belt before it's all said and done.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And he makes the first.
And Gasol is a guy who can do a multitude of things well. I mean, he scores it, rebounds it, passes it, just an all-around talent.
Both free throws good from Gasol. Warriors trail by 7. Curry kicks to Durant. Over Anderson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Durant.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Aldridge a screen. With the floater, that one doesn't drop. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
I'll tell you, with the struggle he has had today, he probably won't be their #1 option as they look to close this game out.
Oh, great ball movement there.
San Antonio leading by 3. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Anderson passes to Mills. The kick out to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Spurs lead by 5. The Warriors have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Curry dishes to Durant. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You simply can't bite on the shot fake, but Kevin Durant makes that a tough task.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant, one of the more efficient players that we have ever seen. This guy is a juggernaut by himself on the offensive end. He can score from virtually any spot on the court.
Durant hits them both. San Antonio leading by 3. Aldridge a screen. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. Green with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Gasol a screen. Clock at 6. Here's Anderson.
And really, after that strong first half, he has been in quite the tailspin.
Iguodala outside. Now the dish to Curry. Pass to Durant. Count the basket and the foul. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Warriors making a change here. McGee's checked in.
1 shot.
A free throw off from Durant. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Aldridge with a screen on Iguodala. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. Green, the screen. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. Green with a screen on Thompson. Knocked loose. Here's Golden State. They're on a 16-6 run. Curry passes to Thompson. Back to Curry. There's the pick. 5 to shoot. To take the lead, and he swishes it right through. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, there's unquestionably no doubt that this guy is one of the most creative players in league history. He's got more ways to score Steph Curry than you can possibly count.
Now, here's Aldridge over Iguodala. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Durant against Green. From 11 feet away, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Over Iguodala. That doesn't go either for Aldridge. The Warriors have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. Another miss by Curry. San Antonio trailing here. Up top, Mills, guarded by Curry. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Buries it down low. Aldridge has got 25 points.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
They've got to be willing to step up. And when it's this close, you just can't let them get easy buckets. Make them feel you a bit.
Durant with it. Now Green defending. Durant kicks to McGee. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. McGee's got the lead up to 1 now for the Warriors. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Gasol is screen on Curry. Mills dishes to Gasol. Shoots over McGee. That's short off the rim. Golden State's gone 1-3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, I just love the hard-nosed attitude of Andre Iguodala. When he's on the interior, he's so good at getting the defense to foul him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Pachulia, he's checked in for the Warriors. And he's good on the second.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Anderson the screen. And Mills kicks to Anderson. Now the feed to Gasol. Over Pachulia. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gasol's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
And Gasol is someone you turn to in these situations. Need a big basket? He's ready to go.
Curry wide open. The rebound by the Spurs. Anderson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks it to Gasol. And here's Mills from the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Curry kicks to Thompson. 1:24 left to play here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Curry outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 6th assist on the night.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Now here's Anderson. Pass to Aldridge. Over Iguodala. And it's Aldridge missing. Warriors leading by 3. Durant the pass to Curry. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. San Antonio's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Mills dishes to Anderson. Feeds it to Aldridge. Over Iguodala. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala is so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there.
For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Gasol kicks to Green. Spurs passing it around. Over Iguodala. The kick out to Anderson. And here's Mills from the arc. Buries the triple. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
I'll tell you, he did a nice job feeling the defense out, rising up with ease from the perimeter.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
You know, the amazing part for me, Kevin, is if Steph Curry had managed to have an NBA career half as good as his father's, he still would have been a major success story. But he's gone so far beyond that and become the penultimate superstar.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 8 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
My question is, will they go for the 2 to tie or 3 to win?
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
Well, we're moving the basketball. You know, we're just relying on each other. And, you know, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.